2 laps remain here at the GP3R 100 as we get set for a green-white checkered finish with the Milverton, Ontario native Scott Steckly in the lead, trying to hold off J.R. Fitzpatrick and hometown hero Andrew Ranger in his Walmart Tide Ford Fusion.
Down the front stretch, up through the gearbox, the green's in the air, and here we go.
And the cars fan out down the front straightaway. J.R. Fitzpatrick to the outside of the 22 of Scott Steckly looking for the lead. He won't get it into one, but big trouble. The 1 car, Peter Gibbons, into the back of DJ Kennington. Gibbons was sitting in 6th spot, and now he's got a pretty crumpled up race car. But we stay green.
Down into turn 1, they all stacked up. Oh, look at this down the inside.
J.R. Fitzpatrick is looking to try and get around the 22 of Scott Steckly. Andrew Ranger sitting in 3rd. There's Jason Hathaway in 4th spot, and DJ Kennington rounds out the top 5. Look at Steckly take that defensive line into corner number 6.
Steckly right down shallow into the braking zone, making sure nobody's going to get underneath him. If they're going to pass him, they're going to have to go high side or get into the back of him.
Slowing that car is J.R. Fitzpatrick, being extra careful not to hop those back tires as J.R. Fitzpatrick pulls up to the back bumper of the 22. Can he make a move in this corner? Scott Steckly once again hitting the apex, hitting all his marks as they move on to the front straightaway. 1 more lap to go.
Scott Steckly in that 22 hitting all the apexes. Apex gone the way into the corner, and he's hitting the exit apexes quite well. Now he's distanced himself by 2 car lengths to the 84, and it's another 3 back to the 27.
It'll be a 3-car race, though, to decide this one as Jason Hathaway about 5 car lengths back of this lead group. Once again, J.R. Fitzpatrick closes the gap under the Port Duplessis.
The 84 is there. He's tight to the back of the 22. Steckly's horsepower stretches it out.
But Steckly holds that inside line. Here comes Fitzpatrick up on the outside.
Oh, hard into braking. They touch going in. The 22 and the 84 side by side, rubbing it up.
Leaning on each other down the straightaway. A full-on drag race down to the next corner. Look at Andrew Ranger just waiting to see what plays out between these top 2. Scott Steckly hangs on to lead. Gibbons was slow on the inside. Steckly way outside the 84.
The 84 goes around the 22 safe, but look at this. Roxton Pond, Quebec 27. Andrew Ranger stealing the show.
Look at the hometown crowd go crazy off of the final corner. The win's going to go to Andrew Ranger, followed by the 22 of Scott Steckly. Jason Hathaway will round out the top 3, but a big fist bump from Andrew Ranger, the winner here at Trois-Rivières.
Man, we talked about the wrestling matches off the court, and last year was the body slam with this guy and the 02 of Kerry Mix. This year it's the 84 and the 22 get together, and the 27, Kitty by the door, says thank you so much.
Well, the best screenwriters couldn't write a script this good as J.F. Dumoulin does some donuts of his own here in front of a jubilant hometown crowd in Tom's and Ranger's pit.
Dave Jacobs, do you believe the end of this race?
Is on us. That's fantastic. And finally, a race goes our way. We've had a lot of, finishes like this where we've been second, and here it happened between another couple of drivers, and we ended up first. So that's fantastic. I'm so happy for Andrew.
Go celebrate with your driver.
Billy, we're going to have to take another look at this finish because, wow, what a way to end the GP3R 100 here in Trois-Rivières. You see the quarter marshals out congratulating Andrew Ranger, but take us through this.
Well, the 22 got wide, opened the door for the 84. JR drives it down in, but look at that. The rear brakes lock up, and he goes around backwards. Just good hard racing. JR had nothing to lose. He's not in the points hunt.
Here is Steckly's pit, and look at their reaction.
Well, that's Greg Gibson and Randy Steckly. They're watching the show on the big screen TV, and look at the disappointment.
Absolutely, because the 22 of Steckly really had this race won if we didn't get that final caution. But today's win goes to the 27 of Andrew Ranger as he celebrates in front of a partisan crowd here in Quebec doing the Victory Donuts. And we'll be back to talk with him in Victory Lane. Welcome back to round number 9 of the NASCAR Canadian Tire Series. Todd Lewis standing by in the winner's circle with Roxton Pond, Quebec's Andrew Ranger.
Yes, sir, boys.
Hat going on. Andrew Ranger coming out of the car. Gets the handshake from crew chief Bill Burns and then waves that checkered flag in the air. here at Trois-Rivières. He won a couple of weeks ago at Montreal. Andrew Ranger, who was announced a little bit earlier, is going to run some nationwide races through the rest of this season. Tell us about that opening. It appeared in front of you to give you the victory.
I'm so happy for the team. JR just opened the door again, and with the Steckly, but what a race, was so tight between the top 5, top 10. And I'm so proud for the AJ Cup team. The whole guys worked so hard. Bill Burns, and it was very tough weekend for us. And here in Trois-Rivières, we got a lot of bad luck. But there you go, win here. It's fantastic.
Especially after last year, seemed to have one taken away from you. A couple of weeks ago, you were very emotional winning in Montreal. Those same emotions there, I bet.
Exactly. It's so great to win here, in almost my hometown. I'm in front of my fans, Quebec fans. It's something where I enjoy it, and it's so fantastic for them.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So Andrew Ranger doing a few interviews with the hometown media as we'll take a look at the top 20 results here. Jason Hathaway, good solid finish in third. How about Jim Lapsevich coming home in the 6th spot? And Jean-Francois Dumoulin, as we mentioned, came home 7th. Don Thompson Jr. recovered for a 14th place finish, and Peter Gibbons soldiered home to a 12th place run. Todd standing by with today's 2nd place finisher.
Squeeze in and talk to Scott Steckly. Oh, what an afternoon. I know you wanted this one badly.
Yeah, I've wanted to win in a road course all year, but we led a whole bunch. That green-white checker, we sure didn't need that, but JR got into us pretty hard there at them, but that's race. And I just got to thank all our sponsors, Tow Truck in the Box, Herb, everybody, my crew, everybody's doing an awesome job this year. It was good to be in the podium again.
It's a nice finish for Scott Steckly, who continues to pad that point lead.
That's right, Todd. Good solid points race for the 22 of Scott Steckly, who stretches his lead in the Castrol point standings now to 113 markers over DJ Kennington. Andrew Ranger, on the strength of that win, jumps to 3rd spot, but still 124 points back. Todd standing by with today's 3rd place finisher.
Jason Hathaway in the Snap-on Tools car finds himself up on the podium. It opened up for you at the end as well for this great finish.
Yeah, we hung out there all day, and like they say, if you can hang out in the top 5, you never know what'll happen in the end. So, our road course program stepped up this year, and you kind of got to do that when there's 4 of them in the series. So thanks to Snap-on and Fast Eddie and Choco and everybody's helped me out. Thanks.
Great finish.
Well, Jason just gave Fast Eddie Hackinson a great birthday present. I think Eddie will admit to about 50 years old.
And that's Jason Hathaway's first career podium as well. And the fans here got a heck of a race and a heck of a finish, so they definitely got what they paid for.
Oh, Andrew Ranger definitely got this crowd pumped up. They seen one heck of a race, and the hometown hero gets the job done.
And a cool victory lap to thank the fans for coming out here today in Trois-Rivières. The GP3R 100 has been brought to you by Castrol. It's more than just oil. It's liquid engineering. By Dodge. Grab life by the horns. And by Allied Steel Buildings, the leading, most trusted brand of steel building.
Well, other than driving a race car, here's the next best part for a driver, spraying the champagne.
So the shower is coming from the top 3 on the podium as you see Andrew Ranger spraying Hathaway and Steckly. The next race, the Coke Zero 200 from Cayuga. From all of us at James Robinson Associates, we'll see you there.